Welcome to the Real Mama Pod.
I'm your host, Devin.
And I'm your host, Kendra.
We are real moms.
Sharing real experiences. The things people don't tell you.
Hey, mama. Hey.
Hey, friend. How are you?
I'm good, friend. How are you?
I'm well. I just can't believe we're in this space.
Yes. So, first of all, if this is your first time listening, I'm your host, Devin.
And I'm your host, Kendra. Welcome to the Real Mama Pod.
Welcome.
So, as you all can see, the Mama Pod, we've spoke this into existence.
Yes, we did.
And we are finally here.
Yes. Where are we, friend?
We're part of a network.
What network?
Oh my gosh. Something Extraordinary Media Group. We are part of the SE Network, and this is our vibe.
Our vibe in Tulum.
We're in Mexico right now.
Mexico.
Not for real, but we are in Mexico in this house.
Yes.
And this is just, again, it's something that we've spoken to existence, and we are finally here. And again, we thank you so much to the SE Media Group for taking a chance with the Real Mama Pod.
Yes, we won't disappoint y'all, for real. Anyway, so we are starting off with a review first. So we're switching some things around. So if you've been kicking it at the pod, you know, we change things around all the time. So we're going to start with the review first before we get into our episode.
Okay.
So
I want to hear what this review say.
You know, we love a good review. We've been hazing y'all and asking y'all and begging y'all to leave us a review. And some of y'all are doing it. If you haven't, it's not too late. You can always do it. Okay. So this one is from Fun Aki. Okay. Hey, girl. I know who this is too. Hey, girl. She's been a supporter since day one.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm currently 36 weeks pregnant, and these ladies have become my friends, end quote. Mm-hmm. During pregnancy, my weekly walk while listening to them helps me feel like I have someone talking with me, a friend supporting me. I laughed, I cried, I had lots of aha moments. Yes. These ladies are real, all caps.
Hey.
Love that.
Hey, friend.
Hey, friend.
I like that she said aha moments because that was one of our key things when we first started this podcast.
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
We had all the WTF moments and the aha moments. So thank you, Fun
And we
Aki.
always have aha moments on the pod, like while we're doing it, interviewing guests and things like that.
And we're going to have more.
Yes.
So stay tuned, Fun Aki.
Stay tuned.
Friend.
And continue to leave those reviews because it helps us. We're trying to chart this year. We're trying to make the Real Mama Pod a household name. So, y'all need to help us do that, okay? We can't do that without y'all. So, please leave the reviews.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, we have a guest.
Yeah. What?
What? Yes, we have Dana here. Okay, so we met Dana through social media. And she is just a ray of sunshine. Okay.
Yeah.
So she is. She works at a yoga studio. She is Reiki certified. She's a mama of 3. She's a sports mama. She does it all. And so we're gonna dive into that a little bit today. We're so happy to have you.
Welcome, Dana.
Welcome to the Real Mama Pod. She actually traveled to be here, so I feel very blessed. I don't know about you, friend.
Yeah, I do. Because first of all, it's early.
Yeah, it's real
and
early.
she drove, and we appreciate you for being here. So thank you.
Yes, welcome. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
I'm happy to be here.
So Dana, we always ask our guests to share what their journey to mamahood was like. Can you share yours?
Okay, so like Devin just said, I'm a mom of 3. I have 2 biological children and then my goddaughter. My goddaughter is the oldest. She's 19. And she was kind of like my first go at like a child. She came into my life when she was 2 years old. And so she's been, in it ever since then. And then with my first pregnancy, Aaron, he's my oldest son. He's 15. My husband and I, so I am married, been married for 19 years.
Ooh.
So bless you, honey.
Right. You got to give us some secrets. Right.
I don't know.
I'm just joking. I love you, babe. That was just a joke. Just kidding.
So when my husband and I got married, we said we wanted to wait about 3 years to have children. And it was pretty much exactly that with Aaron. And so I was pregnant with him and had him, pretty much regular. I had a C-section with him. And then 3.5 years later, I got pregnant with my second son, Eric. He's 12. He just turned 12 December 18th.
Aww. Happy birthday.
Yeah. And that was the pregnancies were pretty similar. I didn't really have any complications. I did have to have emergency C-sections with both of them. I tried to VBAC with Eric, and he got, like, I was pushing and he wasn't coming out, and so they tried to figure out what was wrong. My heart rate dropped, his heart rate dropped, and they were like, okay, emergency C-section. And what they realized was that he got caught. So the incision that I had from Aaron tore, and his shoulder was stuck in the incision, so he was tearing me inside as he was coming out. So it's a good thing that they called it, because I could have bled out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Man, see, all the stress. People, listen.
Yeah.
They don't realize we go through all the trauma.
It's a lot. I mean, I didn't know that that's what was happening. And I was very sad because I really, wanted to experience what it was like to have a vaginal birth. But,
Look, as long as you and the baby are healthy.
Exactly.
That
was what
matters.
was most important.
I was a C-section baby, emergency as well. And my mom was actually bleeding out because the umbilical cord was wrapped around my neck. And so she started bleeding. If she didn't bleed, I wouldn't have been here today. So I'm thankful for the blood, I guess.
Yeah. Listen, in so many ways.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Okay, so in your bio, when we're going over it, we talked about you being a Reiki practitioner. Can you tell our listeners what that is, what it means?
Yeah, so Reiki is basically like universal use of energy. A lot of practitioners use Reiki. You can use touch, you can use sound, you can use just like vibrations, words. You can use like motion to, I guess, heal people emotionally, sometimes even physically. And so it's really just a use or ways to heal through using the energy that's in people's bodies already.
Okay.
And then also maybe transferring it from yourself to them.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Okay, cool.
So you also have labeled yourself as an energy empress. Can you tell us a little bit more about what that means to you?
Yeah. So, when it came to me, it was just like, oh, that's a cute thing to call myself. But then when I started thinking about like what that actually means, it made a lot of sense. So empresses are basically like rulers of an empire. And so when I started thinking about energy and how a lot of just life flows through like energetically, in my past, I was very much like empathetic. I was very much an empath. I could pick up on people's energy like easily. And so I thought I was kind of like schizophrenic or something because I would be fine one moment and then the next moment I'm like down. And so I'm like, what is that? And so I thought I was crazy. But then like as I got older and learned about being an empath, I mean, a lot of people, say it now, I guess maybe people are real with it, but it's like, just something to say these days. But I really, was. I could feel people. And like when I realized that I had to learn how to separate like what was actually me with what I was picking up from with other people, it gave me, I guess, just more kind of like power over myself and how to, I guess, just keep out what wasn't mine.
Yeah.
And when I thought about like being an energy empress, I was like, that's literally what I've had to learn how to do, like with my life and myself. And so it just fit and stuck.
Yeah, quietly, I think we should all learn how to do that because I'm a vibes person. Like, I can walk into a room and feel the vibe. Like, the vibe's not here, so I gotta slide. I gotta go. But it does, like, people's energy really does have an effect on like how you move about your day, whatever that moment is, whatever the time. Like, it really has an impact. So it's
yeah, it's interesting. I mean, because a lot of times you'll think, oh man, I'm sad. But then I always ask myself, okay, well, why? Why am I sad? And that's what kind of helped me figure out, like, well, there's nothing that's happened to me that makes me sad. So it may have been something that I heard or somebody that I was around or somebody that I need to pray for. And so I just really try to I do like harness that power and make sure that I do like what I feel I need to do, and make sure that I block out what's not mine, pray for the people that I need to pray for. You know, maybe ask somebody like, are you okay? Or, you know, just kind of like be there to, you know, help them through whatever that is.
Okay. So I'm glad you talked about prayer too, because some people say like religion and astrology don't mix. And when we talked to you originally, we were like, okay, are you a Christian? Because we got to make sure we align that way first before like dabbling into this. And I am not super educated on astrology. I know like the basic things, like I'm a Leo and I'm a cusp baby. That's as far as it goes. Okay. And so when we talked about it, we were like, okay, how does like religious beliefs align with astrology? Or you know, what if somebody's a little bit of apprehensive about looking into astrology because of religion? Can you talk about that a little bit?
I get that so much, because I don't know if y'all know this, but my husband is also a pastor.
Okay.
No, we did not know
that. Okay, pastor wife, first lady.
We don't do it. We don't do it.
She's like, that's the first lady now.
That's a big part of the reason that I don't tell people, because I don't like that label. But so I get you know, that a lot. For me, when I first, I guess, kind of like started with you mentioned me being a yoga, like into yoga and stuff too. I'm a certified yoga instructor as well. And so like when I first started with that, that was where a lot of people were like, are you sure that's okay to do? And so I kind of started doing my own research and just really praying, and seeking God for myself about whether or not this was safe for me to do. And when I got the go ahead, I was like, well, if God says it's okay, I don't really care what anybody else says.
Exactly.
And so I feel like I've been graced so much to go into a lot of areas that a lot of people aren't able to go into. Number one, because they really can't be trusted with the information and the power that comes with it. And I don't know. I trust God, and I trust God's guidance with all of it. And if there are things that I get introduced to that don't feel good, I don't do them. And so for me, like, God is the creator of every single thing. There's not a thing that God did not create. And so I feel like when you get into astrology, when you get into like even tarot and those types of things, you just really have to be careful not to cross lines that you're not supposed to cross. And only you know what those lines are for yourself. Like nobody else can tell you what God is telling you. And so knowing that God trusted me with being able to do it, or to study it, to be around it, to you know, read charts and stuff like that, I'm like, okay, well, I don't know necessarily what you want me to do with this information, but there's a reason that I'm here.
Right.
And for people who are apprehensive about it, a lot of times I just say, like, it's a lot of times labeled as like witchcraft. And so to me, like, it's basically just information. And so you're learning information about yourself. And then when you get into learning information about other people, if they give you the permission to do it, it's okay. When they don't give you the permission to do it, and you're starting to dabble into, you know, people's energy or people's psyche privately, that's when it turns into witchcraft. To me, it's innocent as long as it's personal, or you've had permission to be able to go into a person's energy that way.
That makes sense. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. I feel like that was a long explanation.
No, but it's needed. It helps you like connect the dots almost, you know? So,
yeah, because that is a mystery amongst a lot of people. Like, I grew up in a very Southern Baptist house. Too, I mean, we're both from the South. So I just knew that I'm a Libra, and I didn't look anything else into it. But one thing I do want to ask you. So we talk about tapping into people's energy, right? Our kids, we're always trying to figure out what the hell is going on. You know, like what's going on in your world today? And I think a lot of what you do and what we talked about, it's like, really, how do we understand what our kids are doing? What are they thinking? So how do you use, I guess, astrology in a sense to better understand your kids and just in mamahood in general?
So it honestly changed my relationship with my children. So there's a thing called a birth chart. And so you have to know your birth date, the time you were born, and the city that you were born in. There's websites that you can go to. The one I like to go to is cafeastrology.com. And you can enter in that information for yourself, for your spouse, like, because it can even help with that. It can help with all relationships, really. And then also your children. So there's like a big three that they call it. It's your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. So your sun sign is basically like the essence of like who you are. Your moon sign is the way that you process emotions, and your rising sign is the way that you present to the world. So if you look up, just start with those three, looking those up for your children, for your partner, and learning the different characteristics of the signs that go in each of those. Like, okay, so for me, I'm an Aries sun, an Aquarius moon, and a Scorpio rising. I don't know why I act like I had to think about it. I know this. And a Scorpio rising. So for me, like being an Aquarius moon, that means that I process my emotions in an Aquarian way. So it's basically kind of like mystical or kind of deep, like the deeper aspect of things. And when I was doing my children's charts, I noticed that my oldest son, Aaron, he's also an Aquarius moon. So Aaron and I, when Aaron was growing up, or when he was like younger, like we butt heads so much, but it was because we were pretty much the same. And so when I realized that, you actually you process your emotions and things in a very, very similar way, I became what I needed to him. Does that make sense? And so just if it's something, if it's not the same though, understand there's like, a bunch of information that you can read about it and get an understanding of why or how your child thinks, how your child behaves, and the way that they process just different information in the world, just based on, those three things. I mean, there's a lot of different aspects that you can look at, but those are the three to start with. So looking up your children's sun, moon, and rising, and especially the moon with how they process emotions, because that will just help you connect with them on a deeper level emotionally, and they'll start to trust you more.
Oh, okay. I definitely want to know. What my son.
Yeah. Well, you told me the information. I didn't look theirs up. I just looked y'all's up.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I would say like definitely like look it up and read it and study it, because it definitely helps to change relationships, and not just with children, parents even.
Oh, I need to know.
Now, what about your marriage? So do you feel like once you tapped into this made you a better partner, a better mama, a better employee? Like,
it made me a better everything. Because I first got an understanding of myself before I even looked up anybody else.
Right.
I got a better understanding of myself and like why I do some of the things that I do, or not even why, because it just kind of like answered that question, because like, you go through your life and you're just being. But you don't necessarily know that there's something behind why you're being, what you're being. And so when you look into your chart, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. There's your astrological chart. There's human design. There's a bunch of different things that you can look at to learn about your personality type. There's all of that stuff. And so it's all just information, really, that just helps you get a better understanding of who you are as a person. And I think starting there is probably most important, because it does help you become a better friend, a better spouse, a better employee, like you said, a better mom, a better daughter, a better sibling, all of that.
That's good.
It's a lot of good information.
Yeah.
So I'm always trying to understand, like, what's going on? What are you thinking? How are you feeling? And if I have that information, then I know how to handle or deal with your vibe.
Right.
Yeah.
Essentially. Yeah.
Man.
So I know Mama's Corner is going to be a little longer this segment, so I think that kind of concludes that Q&A. So we can go ahead and talk about what we drinking on for Mama Juice before we get into Mama's Corner.
Yes. Okay. So y'all know with our Mama Juice, Hold on, let me pick up my glass. We always ask our guests, like, what do you like to drink? What's your vibe? And when we learned about Dana and who she is, she told me and Devin that her favorite drink is a Cosmopolitan. I'm like, the name is just perfect for who she is, what she does. So what we have, our drink is called Luna. Oh, it's called Luna. Y'all see the blue for the nighttime. Anyways, it's called Luna, and it is a play off of a Cosmopolitan. So I'm going to read the ingredients. And it has 2 ounces of vodka, an ounce of white cranberry juice, not regular. It has 3/4 of an ounce of blue curacao, and it has 3/4 of an ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice.
Well, look, I drink lime water every morning, so that's perfect.
That's perfect. Look how you lined that up, friend.
Yeah,
Right.
see, look, it was the star.
It was
And friend, so if this is someone's first time listening to the Mama Pod, what is Mama Juice? What is that segment?
That is a good question, Devin. So Mama Juice is a drink that we curate for each mama that comes, or really each guest that comes on the show. Everybody knows I love a good cocktail, right? So it had to be a part of our show, and we had to include our mamas who are expecting or our non-drinkers as well. So we also have mocktail versions available for each drink. So each episode will have a Mama Juice associated with it, and it will be inspired by our guest.
Yes.
So today's drink is inspired by Dana and her love for Cosmopolitans and her love for astrology.
Love it.
So cheers.
Cheers.
Dana.
Cheers.
And it's good. Like it?
You like it?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
good. It's a little strong, but it's good.
Friend,
It's
come
good.
on.
It's strong for the morning time.
It is not strong.
Okay.
We seeping into the afternoon.
Okay. All right. You're right. Anyway, so Mama's Corner is our next segment. And so this is kind of like my segment of the show. And so this is our opportunity to connect with our guests a little further. Or if our listeners write into our email to ask a question, to seek advice, we are no experts. So if it doesn't work out for you, we had nothing to do with it. But if it did, give us our credit, okay? But sometimes we ask additional questions. So I thought it was a great opportunity for us to go over our birth chart with you, since we were talking about astrology and what that means, and what that means for the Mama Pod, what that means for our friendship, what that means for us as mamas. So, because I'm sure our listeners want to know. Like, we can't have you on here and not tell them about us.
Right.
So, let's dig into that.
Okay, so I'm pulling out my phone just because I have y'all's information here.
no
I'm excited to hear
Yeah, I
this.
want to know.
I like
feel like this
to
would be a
learn
therapy
about
session.
me. Like, what do I be thinking?
So here, like, I will advise you, like, what I'm going to tell y'all now is like super, super basic, super
that's fine.
surface. But like, if you want to go deeper, like the astrologer that I use, her name is Amity, on Instagram and all the things. She's Zodi Am. And she gives like very, very, very thorough birth chart readings. I had my birth chart read from her like a few years ago, and I still go back and listen to it sometimes.
Wow.
Just like, especially like if something comes up and I'm like, oh, Amity said something about that. Let me go see what she said. But I would advise, like, go get that done if you can go get that done. But like, basically, okay, so I'll start with you since you asked the question.
Sure.
All right, so you are a Leo sun. You mentioned that earlier. And like with Leo suns, so a lot of times Leo suns are like told that they're like conceited or just like, you know.
I just told Kendra I got a spanking for looking in the mirror too much when I was little.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she
By
did.
my grandma.
Right. But it's just because you appreciate, like, you appreciate how you look. You appreciate, like, who you are, and you want other people to appreciate it too.
That's a good thing.
That's pretty much the best way to look at it. There's like positives and negatives to everything.
Right.
But I mean, essentially, that's just what it is. You love yourself, and you want other people to love you too.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
There's
That's
nothing
it.
wrong with that.
Right. And so Leo sun, that's basically like what that means. So you have a Cancer moon. All right. So
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
Why does
tell me more.
why does that surprise y'all?
Girl.
Let me just hear. Maybe I don't know the right things.
Okay,
about-
but tell me what you thought.
Okay, so when I think of Cancer, I think of the emotional person, the person who digs deep sometimes. may play the victim sometimes, I don't really see that for myself, but I could be wrong because you're a professional. So let me know.
Well, I mean, that is like what cancers do, but like, are you that way like for yourself inside? Not necessarily toward other people.
Now, I can go off on the deep end sometimes, so I could see that. Because I'll have to ask Kendra, am I being too deep? Am I thinking about this too deeply? Because sometimes I could be, like, overanalyzing things.
Yeah, and I think it's probably more just like a personal thing than something that you project onto others.
Right,
because, like, other aspects in your chart could make you very aware and not wanting to be that.
Right, okay.
So, there's that. As well. Sorry, my phone locked.
Okay, it's fine.
But that's basically, I mean, you were spot on with like the way that you read how Cancer moons are, but a lot of times it can just be more introspective than outward.
Okay.
All right. That's what
that's our process information,
right?
Yeah.
That's
what it is. It's how you process information, how you process your own emotions. And a lot of times you may not share that out loud.
And that's interesting because I'm a psychologist as my profession. So that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay,
Just being a psychologist in your profession, like, this can be so helpful.
Okay.
Like, this information, especially, like, with your clients.
Yeah, I work with kids. I'm in, like, K through 12 district. And so I don't necessarily do counseling. What I do is testing for, like, disabilities. And so I explain to teams how kids process information, how they learn in the classroom, and what's beneficial for them. So
it could be very, very helpful for them to just have the information. You don't have to present it in an astrological way. You can just say, like, these are, like, the behaviors that we notice, and these are things that you can do to support that.
Okay.
Like, it can be really, really helpful. A lot of times, like, we get, like, creeped out by the astrological terms, but you don't have to use them. You can use, like, regular English words. So
okay, so sun, moon.
Yeah, rising.
Okay.
So we were going back and forth about your rising because we didn't know that her exact birth time.
Right.
But, like, according to my research,
right.
it was between two. It was between Aquarius or Capricorn. And to me, just like off meeting you like a few times, you definitely lean more Capricorn. So that's what I pulled up. You can also read Aquarius just to see if you maybe relate to that more as well. But I pulled up Capricorn. And so the Capricorns are just like more like serious and focused, and that's what I get. Yeah, that's what I get from you. And so just knowing that that's the way that you present to other people, and which that's a testament to it, because I think me and Stephanie said it. Like, Capricorn is what you give more of, and that's the way that you present to the world. So when other people see you, they see you as more serious, focused, and put together.
I mean, I get that a lot until I open my mouth and they're like, "Oh, you're not me."
That's really nice.
I can see that serious side.
Yeah.
But I'm from New York. We have to be serious. You can't be walking around smiling all the time. You're gonna get robbed.
Cussed out like me.
Oh, cussed out. Yeah, because I took her to New York. She bring her Southern hospitality smile. I'm like, girl, get your ass over. Stop smiling at these people. They gonna rob us.
Like, dang, they mean here. Like, all the New York Capricorn.
And she's like, they push me. I'm like, push it back. Put your AirPods on. You're not listening to music because you need to be aware of your surroundings.
Right.
But just put them in so you look busy.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's definitely.
Okay.
That's
She was a
definitely
Capricorn.
I was definitely a Capricorn.
That's definitely Capricorn to me. You can read, like I said, you can read the Aquarius and see if you like
I don't
resonate
think so.
with it. But I I don't.
She
get
gives
that.
me more Capricorn than Aquarius.
Absolutely. Same.
Cool.
Okay, so that was your big three. There, like I said, there are so many other aspects to it. And so if you want to go on cafeastrology.com and just enter that information, you can pull it up and read it. And I would, advise doing it because it's pretty cool. And then if you want to get like a personal reading, you can get it from Amity because she's
So if someone is listening and want to contact her, how much does something like that cost, or what does that look like? Do you know?
Oh, girl. I don't know her pricing right offhand. I want to say like birth chart readings are probably like in the 200s.
Okay, that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking like thousands of dollars. But
I mean, she'll probably take
Yeah.
thousands of dollars,
Right.
if you want to pay me. But she's very, Amity is very personable and like in touch with reality.
Okay.
So
that's fair.
Okay.
um,
See where she is.
yeah.
Is she local?
Yeah, she's here in Atlanta.
Okay. cool.
Yeah. But she does most of her stuff like online virtually. She offers like so many things. I even got my Reiki certification through her.
Oh, okay,
Oh, wow.
cool. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay.
I want to see what King got.
Lord, me too. No, I want to
Okay.
see what King got.
All right. So you already know you're a Libra sun. You said that earlier. So Libras are pretty much all about like fairness.
Yes.
Like if, I mean, they're the symbol for Libra is pretty much balancing scales. It's literally the only sign that is not an animal, I think. It's balancing scales. And so you're basically just all about fairness when it comes to just any aspect of life. That's pretty much what Libras represent. Your moon is in Scorpio.
Okay. I'm on the cusp. Like,
Yeah.
it's Scorpio's the next day. So
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And so like you pretty much present, so a lot of times Scorpios get typecast as like just simply sexual beings, but it's more just about the deep things. It's not really, you're not really gonna I mean, surface is okay, but like you really want to dig deeper, mostly, especially when it comes to like your emotions, the emotions of other people, how other people feel, and all that stuff. You talked about it, like you said, I mean, you didn't say it exactly, but like in so many words, you're pretty much empathetic as well. You can feel other people, and I think that comes from that Scorpio moon, just being able to sense the deep things that are going on with other people and with yourself. And then you're an Aries rising.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that is interesting.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I mean, and it just means basically that you're pretty direct.
Yes.
Like you say, you know what you want, you say what you want, and that's just what it is. Like you don't like to beat around the bush. You don't necessarily like small talk. You just
Ooh,
you just
girl, you
wanna
are
get-
reading me.
That's
you
true.
just like to get straight to the point, and so that's your rising, and that's the way that you present, and that's definitely like what I get.
That's true.
Like
That is definitely true.
is.
yeah.
I am very straight. Just get
It's
to
no,
the
it's
point.
no
like-
gray. It's either black or white with Kendra. I'm more like the gray, fluffy filler stuff, and she's like, no, what is it? Okay.
I'm nice with it.
Yeah,
though.
she is.
Yeah.
To certain people.
Most people.
I can relate to that because like I'm an Aries sun, and that's how I am too. Like I don't know. Just tell me what it is. But also like I'm gonna like rub your back while you tell me what it is.
You know what's
Yeah.
interesting? We did this activity at work recently where it's like a personality test. And my two personalities were, it's like two colors that were associated. So I was like a blue, which was very detailed and like analytical. But I was also a red, which was very personable and that empathetic, rub your back. And I was like, really? Like, but it under stress, I was a green, which was a very detailed person. So the sun or the moon, I guess, was the
Scorpio.
yes, the detail that it makes sense. It's weird that personality test and then the birth chart reading that you just gave us, they kind of they have some conversation or they've had some. So this is all really interesting to me. Like I'm intrigued.
A lot of times that information just really aligns because like I said, there's also things like human design, your personality type. There's all of that, and like if you study it, like you pretty much get the same information from every test because you're the same person.
Yeah.
You're
That's
the same
true.
person. Now, what was interesting to me when I did look at y'all's charts, because I looked at all of both of y'all's charts, and both of you have your North Node in Aries.
Okay.
And so what your North Node is basically just the reason why you're here on Earth. And the fact that y'all are working together doing this, like speaks like volumes because you have the same North Node, which means your purpose here is basically the same.
Wow.
And you're doing it together.
Come on, Jesus, speak to us.
Listen. Yeah.
Man, that's interesting. Me and Devin have been friends for a long
Very
time.
long time.
And we always get like, oh, they're the same, la la la. And then obviously we're here doing this. So it's like it's giving us the reassurance that we are doing
what we're supposed to do.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
sometimes we get a little like, are we supposed to be doing this?
You absolutely are.
yeah.
You absolutely are. And I think that's where like a lot of people like shun away from like looking to astrology for that type of stuff, because they're like, no, God can only be the only one that tells you. But I think God uses everything. There's nothing that God can't use.
To give you confirmation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, that's how
There's
he's speaking to us.
nothing that God can't use. He can use whatever.
I love that perspective.
Yeah.
Go on, preach to the
Yeah.
saints.
Yep, go ahead. Wow, that was good.
Yeah.
Thank you so
for
much,
that.
Dana.
Oh,
And
yeah.
see, like, you've confirmed a lot for
Yeah.
us. Like, one, us understanding who we are.
Yes.
But also just reaffirming that we're doing what we're supposed
Supposed to
to
be
do.
doing.
Yeah.
Because, like Devin said, we are like, girl,
Yeah.
are we?
Every other day, one of us is quitting. At least one person is grounded, the other person is out the door, and then it goes back and forth
Yes.
from there. But this 2024, nobody's quitting.
Right. Y'all are here.
Yeah, this was confirmation. This
Thank
was
you,
awesome.
It was.
So, Dana, is there anything that you want to plug if our listeners want to get in contact with you? Anything you're working on currently? Please do that.
Okay.
Where can they follow you, find you, whatever?
So, I guess I'll just start with Instagram, because that's where I am most of the time. I don't really do Facebook much. You could do Dana Grant on Facebook, but I don't really be on there. Instagram, what is my Instagram? Oh, Dynamite781. Somebody gave me that name because it's like dynamite. But
Oh, Dynamite. That's
Yeah.
cute. And we'll have all your information plugged too if you forget.
Dynamite781 on Instagram. That's pretty much where you can find me. The yoga studio that I manage is Riverflow Yoga and Wellness. It's such a beautiful, like, I love Riverflow. I love the people that I work with. Like, there's a lot of times like where you have jobs where you like there's at least somebody that you don't like or something. That's not the case with us. Like, we
That's a
all
blessing.
get along, and it's pretty much always been that way. Like, we get because we live in a military town, a lot of the teachers like cycle through, but everybody just always like aligns so beautifully, and we
You're
all
the
get
energy
along so well.
Yeah.
You know what? I feel like I control that, right? Me too. But they will tell you, like, if you go there, they're going to tell you that I run, like, I'm the boss of everything, and I'm the reason that everything functions the way that it functions.
Okay.
And so the Aries in me, like, loves to hear it. Because, I mean, I really do. Like, because I love it so much, I want it to function well.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to do everything in my power to make
Right.
sure that it does.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily just me. It's everybody working together, but like, if there's anything that I can do to support it, I'm going to do that.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And then I'm also a brand ambassador for a skin and hair care company called Doxa, the Doxa Gene. It's just basically like Life Force also.
Okay.
And she, her name is Arlene Embola. She creates her own soaps and a balancing tonic and a hydrating jelly, and you can use it from your hair all the way to your toes.
Okay.
To promote just like healthy skin, healthy body, healthy balance. What else do I have going on? Reiki. So I do Reiki at the studio, but I also do it virtually. So you can contact me on Instagram if you would like a Reiki session. And like with Reiki sessions, I basically do like chakra balancing. We didn't really talk about chakras, but there's like 7 energy centers. And there's way more chakras in your body than this, but 7 main energy centers. And so I basically just like tap into those and like figure out like what you need to do to get those in balance. And you know, just give you that information as I like read you.
Yeah.
And I can do those virtually, or I can do those at the yoga studio.
Oh, that's pretty cool. We may have to come see you.
I know.
Get balanced. Cause
My
I'm
parents
here.
live in
Yeah.
that
Oh
area,
yeah.
so
And you said, well,
yeah.
yeah.
We might have to stop by and see you, girl.
Oh yeah, come on down.
Yes. Thank you
Yes.
again, Dana,
Yes,
for
this was
being
awesome.
here. We love your energy.
Yes.
Oh, I
You
love
give it
y'all's
good.
too.
It's very calming too.
Yeah,
like
very
you're
calm.
very
Even when she came, it was very like calm.
Yeah,
I was
like,
okay.
right.
Yeah.
I had to learn how to be okay with that,
Yeah.
because a lot of times it gets misread. But
No, people
like,
need
I
calmness. Like I had to go to a funeral this week, and the airport was just crazy, and I ran into this man who was just very calm and kind. He was like, "Girl, it's gonna be okay. You're gonna catch this flight, and we're gonna get on the flight, and you're gonna be fine. I'm gonna wait right here with you." And I was like, "Thank you. I
Right.
needed that," and it just really grounded me. So
I think
people
I get
need
that from my pastor back home, because literally you could be telling him that the house is on fire, and he'd be like, "It's gonna be okay."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I mean, that's literally his advice for everything.
Yeah.
And so like hearing that from him so much, it's just like in my head, it's like, okay, well, this is what the situation is. How do I feel about it? How do I want to feel about it? What can I do to make sure that I stay feeling that way?
Right.
And that's just how I operate in life.
Thank
Energy
you for blessing the
Empress.
pod. We needed that. Right. We needed that in the new year.
Right.
Yeah, happy 2024.
Again, thank you for joining us. We can't wait to have you back.
Yes.
And this was really fun.
It was.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dana.
You're welcome.
So until
All
next
right.
time.
Until
Bye.
Bye.